We are all ready. Everything is good. Let me send you guys the link to the sync tube. It's in L5R.
So let me stop doing that.
Did everyone read my sort of pre-prologue there
Yes.
up above? Cool.
I was at work. I didn't read it. I just saw.
Okay.
No wait,
No
I did
worries.
read this. I lied.
Yeah, you put the thing there, so I hoped you read it. But
He just
I
saw
was
you
like-
post it. He was like, "Have this GIF."
yeah, basically.
I was like, I need to post something like samurai related. And I was like, I'll do that. That looks
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, our sync 2 is going to be in the Legend of the Five Rings general channel. For those who want it, it's actually not going to be the Hans Zimmer thing to start us off here. I mean, I'll probably default back to it later, but not yet. Alrighty. I've been excited to run this arc for a very long time. So, thank you all for playing. Let us really get into this with an introduction. We open on a clear sky looking down over the sprawling city of Otosan Uchi, the beating heart of the Emerald Empire. It is the greatest example of the wonders that Rokugani society can achieve. Two sets of great walls visible from our view above the city. The outer wall, a more recent construction compared to its counterpart, stands tall and proud with the outer city sitting comfortably within it, separated into 16 districts, and each of them managed by a different governor. Countless people live here, most in relatively humble homes, but occasionally our view of that is broken up by great markets or structures that really show the prowess of Rokugan's architects. The Drowned Merchant River cuts through the northern section of the outer city down to the coast of, Umi Amaterasu to the west. The water glistens and sparkles as Lady Sun rises from the water to greet her people for the new day. The inner wall is not as tall as the outer. However, it is infinitely older and more important. The Enchanted Wall, as it is called, sits guarding the original 4 districts of the city and of Rokugan as a whole, including the Imperial Palace. It is said that all 4 walls are enchanted and that every samurai in this city who died in its defense has its spirit drawn within so that they may emerge again as a spiritual guardian to defend the wall in times of need. And at the core of the city, of this nation, sits the Imperial Palace, built on the place the kami first fell to Rokugan. It stands upon Sapun Hill, I believe it's called, the Emperor and his family guiding the entirety of the Emerald Empire from within. It is in this bastion of Rokugani society, where the samurai way of life is truly at its peak, at its height, that we begin this tale. We do not start on any one given day, for it is at this moment more important to focus on the people arriving into the city. And as I said in our pre-prologue, the year is 1121. And that matters. We'll get into why, perhaps at a later time. For now, we will begin by showing the introductions of people as they arrive here. And you do not all arrive on the same day, by any means. I believe it's very likely the Shikachiyo arrives first. We see 2 figures emerging into the city of Otosan Uchi from the north. Probably coming in the, I would say, Hinjaku district, up this way. As you approach the 2 of you, you see countless samurai, mainly comprised of the lion, though many loyal to the imperial families and to the emperor directly. Um, Guarding the walls, guarding entry into these gates. People are filed in fairly normally, though it is stricter entry into the capital than usual. But that's been the case for several months. Um, but you are granted entry past these enormous structures. This wall that stands as the barrier and into the district. This district in particular, I believe, is managed by the Lion. So you see a lot more lion-like structures here, as well as many lion samurai kind of patrolling the streets. It is a very well guarded, very well protected district. You see temples that stand on hills further into this district, closer towards the center. And your partner, Shikachiyo, who arrived with you here to this district, who I will reveal real quick. Shika Zhang turns to you and says, "It's been a long time since I have actually been to the capital itself."
Did you mean for this to be my aunt?
I believe so.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while since she's been here. She turns to you and says this. Because I believe she came with you, didn't she?
I thought I was getting a spear dancer, but
oh, you did. You made the woman, so I assumed that was the person you wanted to bring with you. My apologies. Yes, you're right. Though.
Reveal all these characters to us.
I will reveal all these characters to you. But yes, so no, actually, your spear dancer who accompanied you has probably never been here, so is more quietly taking in the sights of this place, because it is unlike anything in the rest of Rokugan. The structures only ever seem to get bigger as you get closer and closer to that second wall, the enchanted wall. And countless people seem to roam the streets right now. And as you enter, clearly a samurai, even of a lower clan, perhaps compared to some of the others, the average citizen gives you a wide berth and plenty of room to walk, even though the streets are crowded.
Right. Yeah, I think she would be taking it all in. I don't know how the normal people react to Deer Clan. I hadn't read anything about that.
They react to samurai, is what I would say. They may not, honestly, some of them may not know the difference other than the different colors, right? They know you're probably not lion, but you're samurai nonetheless. And your specific letter told you in this district that there should be a home for you to wait in, courtesy of the Atomo. And it provides rough directions, though I don't believe Shikachiyo has ever been here to the capital, correct?
Probably not.
Does she try to take the lead in finding this place in this ginormous city, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This was her mission.
Sure, exactly. So you're taking charge to begin with. Can you roll me something? Yeah.
Sure.
I would like. Let's see here. It's not Earth because you're not trying to find anything. I'm tempted to call it like a survival. Well, how are you trying to find it? I guess. Just trying to read signs, or.
Yeah, looking at the directions, reading signs.
Okay, then I think it's going to be survival air. I'll allow government air, maybe just for the bureaucracy of trying to read these signs.
Can I please do government air?
I'll government.
Okay.
Government's better for you. Could have maybe allowed culture. Ooh, not a bad roll to start with.
I'll.
Which dice would you like to keep?
Do you have to tell me the TN beforehand, or?
That's a good question. I believe so. We're gonna operate so today. So I would say probably just 2 is what is required to make this check.
Okay, I will take. I'll just take 2 and leave it at that. Unless there's. I guess I'm kind of rusty on this one. Is there usually a benefit to taking more successes than you need?
I would say so. I'll probably give you more if you succeed harder.
Okay, then we'll just take all 3 of those and I'll explode the dice.
Sure. Do you want the opportunity, I assume? It doesn't come with any strife, so there's no real downside to taking it.
Sure. So 2 successes, 1 strife, 2 opportunities.
Did you take the explosive success that you re-rolled there? Or no?
Yeah, just so I just went with. I was originally going to take all the black dice, so instead I took the black dice success, the black dice explosion, and the opportunity, and then.
Oh, that's right. You can only keep up to 3 dice here.
Yeah.
That's right. I was doing this wrong because I was letting you keep all the dice you wanted to keep. I remember now.
Yeah, so 2 successes, 2 opportunities.
Okay. But I think you get to keep the explosive stuff extra as well, don't you? So.
Well, no, but I'm not taking the 3rd dice.
Oh, you don't want that.
Yeah. I don't want to load up on strife too early, you know?
Fair enough. I understand. Okay. Fair enough. So, with 2 successes, and a couple opportunity here. This is nice, happy music. You begin making your way through this city, trying not to bump into people, which isn't too hard for the most part because they're trying to steer clear of you. You begin looking through, trying to read the signs of this place, and I would say the Lion probably keep their road signs and guiding structures pretty clean, pretty easy to follow. And you kind of follow these directions. I would say the strife buildup is just from the amount of people in this unknown area.
Mm-hmm.
So your spirit dancer does you the favor of trying to keep people away as well. And eventually you come to not a very large home at all. In fact, you kind of, from what you understand of the Atomo, they're pretty wealthy. You find a rather moderate sized building here.
Okay.
Now, I hesitate to even call it really an estate because it's just a single home.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Is this some kind of insult?
You could perhaps perceive it as one. I would say, like, if the Atomo are wealthy and they're giving you this, then perhaps Shikochio would find that insulting. You don't know. I mean, you don't know if it's intended or not, is what I would say. Actually, I think this would, roll me a culture fire check to theorize if this is you're being insulted or not.
Oh boy.
Same difficulty, I'll say. 1, you're not. Yeah.
1 success.
1, you would not be sure.
Okay. She just kind of. She's not gonna complain about it because that's beneath her, but yeah.
Sure. You approach the door.
Yep.
Sure. As you do. The door opens before you go to knock on it, or before your spirit dancer does, and you are greeted by a woman, shorter, rather plain-looking kimono, I believe. Find it. Yeah, white kimono with kind of a bluish band, shorter black hair, looks like this. Who smiles as you approach and bows deeply. Shikochio, welcome. I assume it's you.
Yes. You may call me Shika. And your name?
You may call me Sachiko. And she again bows. I am happy to welcome you here. Lord Atoma will, of course, come and send for you probably within a few days. I will be the one to deliver the message. Please do come in. I'm getting ahead of myself. Please come in. And she's a lot more forward than you would expect, right? She looks like she is probably not a samurai, just based on the attire,
Okay.
but
Yes.
perhaps a well-received servant.
I will step in.
Sure, you do. And your spirit dancer is probably feeling a lot of the same, but he also keeps his feelings reserved. The home, like I said, the inside matches kind of the outside. It is very well kept, but it is not anything super fancy. There are, I mean, the entirety of the house looks to be to you. As she's showing you around to the quarters and to where you can eat. And she just says, I will let Lord Atomo know that you have arrived. You're the first of his guests to do so, so I am sure he will be thrilled.
Are all of the guests staying here?
Oh no, we have separate accommodations.
She nods.
These are for you and your companion.
I look forward to meeting with Lord Atomo.
Of course. And if you need anything, just call for me.
If you wouldn't mind, some tea.
That I can do. And she makes her way into the kitchen. And she does make you tea. And it's probably pretty good. She's probably overly friendly. Not in a way that feels bad, right? But just not what you would expect of the Atomo. But after a while, she again says if you need her to call on her. And she leaves.
How am I supposed
and
to?
leaves
I
you.
kind of look
Yeah,
at
you
my
don't know.
companion. I look at her. I look at him, and how am I supposed to call on her if she's not here?
She didn't really specify.
Right. It's fine.
I find this to be rather strange.
Yes, I probably should have sat down and spoken with her a little bit more to get a better read. It's a bit.
She struck me as a bit flighty, I suppose is the word.
I would assume it's an attempt to appear harmless, same as us.
He nods. He nods. But yeah, you are free to make your way, look around here. And I'll come back to that in just a minute because I want to just kind of cut to each person's entrance here. And I want to change off this, like, guy who's just going hard on this music.
That man's going super hard.
Yeah, and it is.
It was good though. It was good.
He's doing good.
He was going ham.
Our next person who I believe will arrive will be Togashi.
It's me.
Togashi. The road here, while easy travel, was not a pleasant travel for you for a number of reasons that we've discussed. One main one. But as you get nearer to this enormous structure, this city, and you are going to come in from the straight north here, these ill feelings for the moment as you gaze upon this honestly rather holy city for Rokugan, I guess is the best way to put it. Those ill feelings and those feelings of concern seem to, for the moment, pass. And you feel a sense of peace. Did you ride a horse here? I can't remember.
I would have ridden a horse
Yeah.
or
okay.
whatever creature that I could mount.
Sure, it's probably worse.
Yeah.
You make your way down. I would say the Togashi monks are well enough known, even to the common people, that instead of just moving out of your way, some probably actually bow a little bit your way. You're considered pretty respectable people.
Right.
You also are led inside the city. You are probably directed more. Which one of the 16 districts? I think it's the Hojise, which is, well, on this map it's right here, but I believe in actuality it is more up here. So you enter this city, and likewise, you see the bustle of people. Unlike anything you've ever seen, you see the large flags and iconography of many different clans. But the one in particular that stands out in this district, I'm going to double check. Because I don't want to be wrong. Winston's unhappy.
Poor
Oh, yeah, it's the
Winnie.
rich
Or
crest.
Winston.
That's right.
Winnie and Winston
Okay.
are different.
Yeah, it's Winston. Oh, this is also a lion governor who rules this one. So you probably find also very strict, very orderly roads, and you read through your letter. Are you going to try to find the home here that you are directed to?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm going to how like used to am I given my like general area where I'm from? How used to am I to like big crowds? Is that a thing that's normal in like the Dragon Clan area?
It's not a huge thing in some of the Dragon Clan big areas, because they're so high up in the mountains. Not a ton of people are up there. At least the areas that you reside in. This is definitely the biggest crowd you've ever seen.
Okay. So I'm I'm almost like a country boy in like the big city at this point.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say a country boy, but you know.
country is the wrong word, but more reclusive compared to someone who's
Yeah.
been around this atmosphere. Yes,
I probably like end up bumping into like a lot of people accidentally.
sure.
Sure, but we'll go to yeah, I think I'm having a hard time, and I probably have to ask people directions.
Sure. Is that how you go about it?
That's probably how I'll go about it if I don't know
Okay.
where this house is.
Can you roll me, I'll say, courtesy water or courtesy air? You may choose.
Courtesy water or air? Huh. Neither of those are great, but it's fine. Courtesy.
I don't think void makes sense in this case.
We'll do air. I click on this thing. It's the spinny flower thing. I don't know what that means.
Okay, it's an opportunity, which means that you're probably not going to succeed this role finding it this way. But you might, if you take the opportunity, something else might happen.
Sure.
Sure, you take the opportunity. You do not find no asking through people, but you ask one perhaps after talking to some of the locals and them not being able to help you. You go and you ask a samurai, and as you approach this samurai, a number of other ones go to stop you and like step in your path. And you hear this one, the one you originally went to approach, kind of speak out to his men. Hold. This is a monk of the Togashi order. He's safe. Can I help you, sir?
Um, thank you. I'm looking for, and I just show him. I don't know what name is written on. I
Sure.
don't remember what name's written on the net.
This is the man you see. As he kind of comes up to it, and as he looks at it, he just says to you, "I'm afraid I am also not native to this capital, but I can try to help you here based on how I've been here." And he's gonna make a roll.
Do we have art for this person?
Yeah, he's,
I posted
Oh,
it.
sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, Yue, yeah.
And he's got a pretty decent roll. Let's see. He's gonna approach it from Earth because he's gonna try to recall where it's at. He'll take some strife and he'll take some opportunity here. So we roll one or additional roll, one ring and one skill. One skill. Okay. And he kind of looks to you. Yes, I do believe I know where this is. So it is a bit closer to the outer gate. It's a good ways from where I personally am, but it seems a well enough neighborhood. I believe there's a young caretaker there, a woman. He with 3 opportunities will tell you. I believe her name is Sachiko. Ask for her, and she should be able to help you.
I will bow to him, and I will thank you.
Of course. May I ask what brings a Togashi monk to the city?
I was given an invitation to a sort of gathering here, a wedding. I'm not sure too much about it, but
He nods in recognition, or perhaps recognition, as he asks, the Doji wedding, correct? The
I look back at the note. I look at him. Yes, I believe so.
I will be in attendance as well, so it'll be good to see you there again. Know another face.
I agree. What? Tell me, I've never met. I forget. Does the note tell me who's getting married?
Yes, it specifically would tell you it is Doji Junpei, and it is Akodo Ayami. Ikodo, not Akodo.
Oh, Ikodo. Okay. Yes, I don't. I'm not familiar with either of the bride or groom. I don't know if the term bride or groom is used in this.
That'll be fine. It's fine. I am familiar with Ikodo. She is a powerful woman.
Oh.
Junpei is a lucky man.
I hope everything goes well for him. I think he still like ponders this sort of message because he doesn't know these people.
Sure. Honestly, like the guards still kind of are eyeing you warily, even though this man is super friendly.
Sure. Thank you for your time. Might I have your name?
And yeah, he seems to almost kind of eyes go wide as he realizes he hasn't introduced himself. Akodo Fumitaka.
Iori Togashi. And I will bow.
How would he say? I think he would say that he is the heir to the Castle of Humility's lesson.
What is that? Do I know it?
Ooh, roll me a. I think I want either a culture earth or a culture or a government earth. You can choose.
Culture Earth or Government Earth? Let's do Government Earth.
Okay, so you can keep up to 3 dice here right now, or I mean, you can keep as many of these as you like. And to read these symbols again, you have 1 explosive success and a strife. The explosive success will let you roll an additional die. And you have an opportunity strike. The opportunity doesn't count towards your total success, but it can potentially get you something else. I will say I want to tee in the 2 for the to know this. So you would have to take the explosive success and then roll an additional success using it if you want to try. It's up to you. You do not have to take any dice though if you don't want the strife.
Yeah, I don't want the strife because from our session 0, do I keep that 1 strife
No,
that I
bring it back. Bring it back to 0 for now.
Bring it back to 0. Okay. Okay. You know what? We can take the explosive success and the 1 strife. We can take the early 1 strife.
All right, so you're just gonna go take 1 die here and then try to get an additional.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Roll 1 more
So
black die, please.
So it's just re-roll skill dice, right?
Reroll ring die.
Okay. And just 1.
So not enough. So the name sort of maybe perhaps rings a bell, but you don't remember where.
Okay. Oh, I will give him a bow.
No, you're good. You give him a bow.
I give him a bow and I will say thank you for your time. I hope to see you at the wedding.
I assure you will. I will make sure to make time to speak with you, if you would have it.
I do not see why not.
And yeah, he will continue kind of being escorted by his guard.
Okay. All right, I will go back looking for this place. Well, he told me where it is. He told me the name of the person who runs it too, so I will go to that.
Sure. You find a small house on this kind of water right here. And I assume you go to knock on the door.
Yes.
And as you do, you will find the door opens before you can knock on it, and you find this woman here, kind of waiting on you.
It's that. Okay, that lady.
And she just says, "Togashi Yori." At least I assume so.
I guess a few things gave it away, and I kind of like opened my robes and sort of like, well, I say open my robes, like open my arms a little bit.
Yeah.
Open my robes.
A few things, yes. Please come in. This is going to be your accommodations for the next few days.
Okay, so I will enter.
Yeah, and similar to how she did for Shikachio, she shows you around. This place looks like it's going to just be for you. There is a small bookshelf filled with some reading for you. But aside from that, there's not like a ton of luxuries around here. And she will say to you, similarly, if you need anything, just call for me.
Thank you very much. I will be sure to keep that in mind. Okay. Yeah. I'll just kind of like scan this room. I'm not like looking for anything like in particular. Just kind of take it in, I guess.
Sure.
Is it like a middle class kind of thing?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Which is pretty good for Rokugan.
I probably feel comfortable in it.
I think so. I mean, being a Togashi monk, I don't think this is too bad for you.
Yeah.
I would like you to do me a favor. Could you roll me? I gotta find your sheet. A void. A void theology check, please.
Theology. Ooh, theology ain't bad. Let's do that. Okay.
So the difficulty would be 2 for this, if you want it.
Is this considered a success? Like,
It will be if you take the 2 successes with 2 strife. It's up to you though. If you want whatever I am having you roll for.
yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Sure. As she leaves, a few things. One, this. You swear like you smell something like. I don't know a good way to put it, except it smells like a warm like campfire. Just that kind of smoky smell that it gives off as she leaves. And after some time, after she leaves, you feel that kind of foreboding presence that you felt for a while return. And just kind of settle in, it feels like. You don't know what's really doing it, but whatever initial like thing shirked it off when you looked at this city, it didn't keep it away for very long.
Did I sense that when this woman left, or when she?
No, honestly, you got the weird like smell from when she left, but you feel like enough time passed that she's not the cause of whatever the second thing is. Plus, it was
Okay.
before she, before you met her. 2 separate things.
Okay. Is there a bathroom in my room?
Is there a bathroom?
Yeah. We'll get why I'm asking in a second.
Yeah. There's like a private room, I suppose. I don't know that bathrooms in Rokugan are really what you're asking for. Perhaps I don't know.
No, like, I'm more of asking if there's like a shower or something or anything.
Okay, a private one.
Yeah. Like in my room, like looking around.
Trying to think. We'll say yeah. We'll say like a water basin.
Okay. So I was gonna do is I'm gonna. Is there any like accommodations? Is there any food or anything?
Yeah, there's food.
There's food. Okay. So I'm trying to get a reason to ask this lady to come back in. I don't think I feel well in this place. I don't think I feel comfortable. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'll call her back in. Really
Okay.
quick. She probably hasn't gone too far, honestly.
You look out the window and you don't see her anywhere. But you probably couldn't have gone too far if you want to like yell out the window or.
I don't think I yell per se, but if I don't see her immediately, then I don't want to just walk around this place. I feel like that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think he'll just sit with it.
He'll just stew.
Yeah, he'll just like if it gets worse, he'll go do something else.
Sure. I think that's appropriate. Because it's gonna be a few days of this, right? I think maybe he does sit and stew for a little bit. Maybe that's where the strife comes from, and then it gets too much, and you just go wander around.
Yeah.
And see the city. That feeling doesn't really fully seem to go away, though getting up and walking around does help.
Okay.
And you do that.
Hey Derek, when I took the strife die, like from the success on this, do I add 2 more strife?
You do.
Okay, so I'm at 3 strife.
Correct. And I think that strife is coming from just that presence in the back of your mind.
Okay.
Next. I think the next ones to arrive will be Morimoto and Yue. Morimoto, Yue, you two, and your third person, Yue, your aunt, Kaide, I believe is how you say her name, right?
Huh? Katie.
Katie.
Yep.
Three of you plus baby.
That's Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki. You all begin to make your way into the city, and for both Morimoto and Yue, the closest thing you've seen to this has been the city of the Rich Frog, which was large in its own right. However, it does not compare to this city. It does not compare in size, in splendor, and just in cultural power that this place possesses. I'm sure that Yue can kind of feel the kami in this place, feel it more, about as much as she does in some of the holier places in the Phoenix territory.
Mhm.
This whole place feels alive with it. And this is Katie for everyone else. Little Yuki does not seem to enjoy the noise very much.
No, I'm like, I probably have like a blanket kind of over him.
Sure. You do, as you enter. In your kind of traveling samurai clothing. Does Morimoto travel fully like armored up, or does she travel in something lighter?
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
I assume based on like maybe she would have been armored up in the first couple of days of travel when we were like more out in the wilds
Sure.
or like in on the road. But like as we were probably getting closer to the city and we were getting into more like rural areas, she may take it off unless the city, based on your description, would warrant her having to get into a fight.
You don't think so. You like the roads here were super well patrolled. You guys were probably asked for papers a number of times just to know what you were doing.
Mhm.
And this being from a mixture of Lion and more Imperial Guard. But you feel pretty certain that the roads near the capital here are pretty safe.
Yeah, so she'd probably be in more of like a formal garb than her full like suit and armor.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you guys begin moving through the streets, trying to find your home, I think, as well. How do you two go about it?
I would probably read signs.
Read signs.
Yeah, and kind of figure out where we're going that way.
Okay. Survival air for you.
My best stat.
I believe it. What about you, Morimoto?
Oh, bitchin'.
Pretty good though from you if she's willing to take the strife.
Sure, fuck it. I'll take.
Um,
Yeah, definitely. I think it definitely makes sense that I would take strife in this
Yeah.
situation.
There's so many people.
How would I do this?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take that opportunity too.
Sure. I just want to know what Morimoto's role is as well.
Where exactly are we in this scenario? Are we like at the opening of the gate?
He's coming from the north here. By now, you've probably hit a lot of Lion territory so far.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how far their territory goes so far yet, but
Honestly, I think she'd probably travel up the road a little bit into the gate, looking for some sort of common center and kind of listening to Yue's instructions as she's kind of reading the signs to where we're going.
so you're also yeah.
Once we kind of find this common center, kind of sit there and listen, maybe hope to see or hear someone who sounds like they know where they're at
I see. Um,
and who may have instructions of like a higher end hotel or something that we could stay at.
sure. Trying to think what this role would be. We never did find like a group. Just listening to people.
Yes.
Honestly, to enlighten oneself kind of is the most correct to me. I think. So
It could be a vigilance type thing.
A courtesy void?
yeah,
To
it's kind of what
enlighten
I was leaning
curiosity?
towards. Yeah, I was leaning towards courtesy void.
I could take that. That's not bad.
Okay. Ooh, which one do you want?
Oof. What's my strife at? So strife should be at 0, but my composure is when my if I have more strife than my composure, that's when I break, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
That's when you can
Okay.
either unmask or you can't take any more strife.
Yeah.
I'll take the 1 success and the 1 critical success
Okay.
for the
We
1
roll.
strife.
Yeah. Roll that
Because
extra die.
finding good places to be is a good way to get information.
It's true.
So I just do 1 black dice.
Yes. Yes, please.
Alright. Nothing. Damn.
Okay. No problem.
I used that opportunity to remove one of the strife I got.
Sounds good. Yeah, you guys are able to find it eventually. You guys are in this district down here. I believe it's called the Juramashi. It's actually called the Juramashi district, which is actually a little bit more well off than the first two. Although it's separated into 2 sections. The lower portion, which is where your supposed home is, has some moderate, decent housing. It also has some like geisha and tea houses, and it probably has a decent view of the water, specifically of the Drowned Merchant River. Or is this one the River of the Sun? I'm sorry, this one's the River of the Sun. So yeah, you find your homes here. And it doesn't look like any super fancy Atomo residence, I would say, to either of you. And similar to the last two, as you go to knock on the door, you find a figure waiting for you, who opens the door before you even get a chance to knock, beams at the 3 of you who are here, and says, Morimoto Akihiro, Kaito Yue, Kaito Kaide, or Katie.
Storyteller, is she sweaty and out of breath?
No.
Okay.
She looks
This
very
woman,
bright, very chipper.
this woman is sus as fuck.
She's very chipper.
I think
she's
she's been running all around. It's actually why
1 second.
Tagashi can't find her, is because she's sprinting right now down to the south side of the city.
Can you put our tokens where we're staying, just so that I can visualize it?
Yes.
I think this is where we're staying. I'm staying with my person, who I will totally make up for Derek.
I'm back. Sorry. What's up?
Could you put our tokens where we're staying?
Yes. Actually,
Okay.
more like. And Mr. Togashi is. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's right.
We haven't done him yet.
Is this guy? It's gonna go up here, and then Yue is also gonna go down where Morimoto is. And
So
yeah, this woman.
So we didn't come in at Juramashi, yeah.
You came in from the north and had to.
Okay, so we came in at Hinojaku then.
Yeah. You came in Hinojaku.
Okay. I'm so big.
Yours are big. Hold on.
She
you
can
go.
go there too.
Yeah. If you want, I have no problem with that. And just for fun, I'll put where you met your lion.
Wait, what was the lion's name again?
Akoto Fumitaka. He needs
Hold
to actually
on.
go down
I need
here.
to look at my notes about something.
Sure.
Interesting. God damn it, Derek.
What?
Nothing.
I didn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
So, as you all are, you make your way. Well, see this woman. She kind of, again, brightly greets you all. We thank you for coming here. Lord Otomo will see you in a few days. He is otherwise engaged preparing for the wedding, but I will be around to assist you for as long as you need. Let me show you your quarters. We had originally arranged for separate quarters or separate homes for you, Miss Kaito, and you, Miss Morimoto. But if you'd like to stay together, you are welcome to.
What is the etiquette thing to do in this? Is the etiquette to just be fine with what I have, or how do I?
mean, it depends on how you would want to approach it. If this is no, I demand, like not I demand, but it would be proper for us to each have our own things. You could approach it from that front, or you could approach it from no, I'm perfectly fine. You could approach it however you want. Different things could achieve different results. You don't know this person. You don't know what they're.
I think I believe it would be best if if me and I think it would be best if we had our own place to stay. But I do appreciate thinking.
Of course. Then I would recommend you stay here, Miss Kaito, on account of the little one, so you don't have to run around town with them.
Of course, we wouldn't want to bother Morimoto with his screamings.
Oh no, it's been an absolute pleasure.
I very much appreciate that. You're too kind.
Oh yeah, she shows you around this small home and says if you need her to call on her. Morimoto, would you like me to escort you to your home? I can give you the address if not.
If you could do so, that'd be greatly appreciated.
She will. And she looks to you, Yue, and to Katie, and says, like I said, if you need me, just call upon me. Feel free to wander anywhere in the outer city. Yeah, your paper should get you
I'm
anywhere.
sorry. I think we never caught your name.
Oh,
what should we call you?
My apologies. You can call me Sachiko.
Nice to meet you, Sachiko. Is she of someone of standing? Like, is she a samurai? Or is she something lower?
Roll me. I want to call a cultural check just to kind of look at her and be able to suss that. roll me a culture, either
Theorize.
culture air, culture fire.
Survey.
Honestly, yeah, any of those three kind of work. Analyze, theorize, survey, they kind of each work. Whichever one you want to use.
I'll go with water. I like water. I'll take the exploding and the opera. Well, what's the TN? What's the TN? I should say.
Difficulty for this is also going to just be 2. These aren't hard checks so far.
Yeah, sure. I'll take all of them. Why not? I love strife. I'll actually get rid of one of those strife with the opportunity. I think. Actually, let me check something real quick. I might be able to get rid of 2. Intrigue. Survey. Okay. So something I can use an opportunity for is I can spot a unique or identifying quality, aspect, or ability of something that you are identifying.
Okay.
So I would like to do that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, and I'll remove strife with that one.
Sure. A unique trait about her. A unique trait, I think, that you see looking this woman up and down. First and foremost, you don't think a samurai, just based on her whole attire, her whole appearance, and even her mannerisms aren't like indicative of somebody with formal samurai training to be as polite in certain situations as you would think. Furthermore, her clothes look, I would say, this is the thing you would notice. They look like a lot of them don't fit. They're too big. Just in general, like they were either made for someone else, or she just kind of picked them up, or they don't look like they were made to fit her specifically, or even really anyone her size.
So that would be something like I could pick her out in the crowd because she's got
because her clothes don't fit quite right. Yeah.
Too baggy clothes.
Yeah.
And she's not a samurai, you said.
No.
Okay.
You do not think so.
But she is someone lower than us. Like she's probably like a samurai or something. Okay, gotcha.
She definitely should be someone lower than you, but she's talking to you like you're an equal.
Yep, I mean geishas are
Mm-hmm.
they're trained in courtesy.
It's true.
Would a geisha not be a little more formal though? Just out of curiosity.
Potentially.
Okay. I was just
I was just giving an example, like, it's not out of the normal that someone
right.
Wouldn't. Yeah.
That was for my own knowledge.
Potentially. Perhaps depends on the geisha. Yeah.
What is the best way to get in contact with you?
If you just call for me, I'm usually not too far by. Someone will let me know.
Of course.
And she looks to you, Morimoto. Are you ready?
Always ready.
All right, and she will exit. And she will guide you pretty briskly to this bridge down south into the Ochio district, which is owned by Ochio District. It's actually a very religious area. A lot of different temples here.
Is this a specific clan that has this area, or?
Let me double check. Again, Lion. Lion owns a lot of this city.
Are there any dragon areas?
Probably. This is my answer. I'd have to look. Though this is the one she leads you to, and this is kind of another home she offers for you to stay at here. This is what we had originally picked out for you, Morimoto. So, if the quarters are to your liking, you're welcome to stay here.
Are they out of character still along the water?
Fairly close, yeah. They're a bit of a walk. Like you have to go down the bridge, and then you have to go like all the way down here.
No, but like the place that I'm staying at, because you just moved my token there, it's still on the river, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, yeah, no, that'd be
It is there.
perfect. Much appreciation. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Anything
Likewise
that I should
to-
know about in this area?
The Lion Clan is a bit on edge with some of the wedding preparations, so best just let them go about their work. They have a lot to do, and there are some interesting guests who are arriving that are making life for them a little more challenging. They would appreciate if there weren't any more of them, I think.
Note taken.
Yeah, and she says this just with full confidence about these samurai, which is also fun.
All right, but you seem to be in a bit of a busy day today, so I'll let you go, and I'll take the rest of it off your hands.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I do have some more errands to run. And she
This
will.
is Sachiko?
Sachiko. But she does say, if
Okay.
you need, like similar to you, if you need me, just call for me and someone will let me know. And she is gone. And the last one, Mr. Toritaka. You make your way in from the south, the southern gate, arriving, I believe, in the Juramashi district. It is similar to the district that UA is in, a district separated into two parts as you enter. It is separated into kind of a lower and an upper district, with the lower containing some housing, geisha and tea houses. And I believe it is owned by Shiba, and Shiba is which clan? I should know this. I believe they're Phoenix. Yes, they are. So this district is actually owned by the Phoenix. And Toritaka, this is by far, not even close, the largest and biggest city you have been in. You were able to see some decent sized cities in the Scorpion lands, right? Because you would have had to
Yeah, in order to
get
pass
here.
through. Yeah.
Yeah, in order to pass through. But this city is not comparable. It is a bright light compared to those places. Because they were large, but they didn't always feel safe. This city feels safe. It feels good. It feels like a decent home. And I assume you look at your letter for where you need to stay.
Yeah. And I asked for directions. So I don't know where I'm at.
You ask for directions. I like it. Is those simple character choices that I'm actually always really interested in. Do you try to find it yourself? Do you ask other people? But you do. I would like a courtesy void, I think, to enlighten. You can keep up to 4 die. 2 successes is, of course, what I'm looking for this check. Same as everyone else.
Yeah. I think an opportunity is considered a success, right?
An opportunity is not. It is considered something separate. you can get something extra that you weren't trying to get out of opportunities. You can also use one opportunity to remove one strife.
Okay. I want to actually keep all three. I'm going to use both those opportunities to.
Do something else.
Yeah, so I'm going to re-roll that one die.
Sure. See if you get a third success here
Yeah.
or third opportunity.
How many dice? Just one. Hey.
You do. Yeah, so talking with people, Toritaka is actually pretty decent at talking to just average people. He doesn't, it's something he has practice with, I will say, being from the clan that you are. And you do so, and you begin looking around, trying to find this place. And as you do, you will run into someone else. I think you will run into. Would make sense for here. Perhaps him. Oh yeah, no, this one's perfect. This is one I actually had already thought about for you. You will run into a woman praying at a shrine. Kind of as you're asking for directions, you see someone who looks like a samurai, sorta. Though you don't see any like katana or wakizashi near them. The rest of their attire says that. You see this woman. And you perhaps ask her for directions as well. Actually, I'm curious. Like, as you're like asking for like people for directions, what are you saying specifically?
Roleplay is not my strongest suit.
No, you're good.
What would he say? I wait for her to finish her prayers.
Sure, she does.
And I just say, excuse me, do you know where this place is?
And she turns slowly to look at you. Looks you up and down. I can help you find that, but is that where you need to go?
Do you have another place in mind for me?
Let me roll for her. Hold on.
I am not. I am familiar with your cryptic words from other things.
Theology is under scholar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I take one strife. I forget.
Okay, so 4. She nods. I see a black castle with a black gate. That is where you need to go.
Does that remind me of the wall? Where the crab's at?
I mean, potentially. There's black castles in crab territory.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask her, can you be more specific about that?
I cannot. Only that he's waiting for you. Or someone. He's waiting for someone with you. Someone who knows you. Someone you've never met.
I could say the same thing about these people in this letter.
She stares at you for a long time. And then just laughs. True.
We'll start with the one thing that I know that I can do right now. Can you help me find this place? And then on the way, you can tell me more about that black gate.
I cannot leave.
Oh,
But
well,
she looks
then.
at you. She looks at the letter though. As she says that.
Well, damn.
She folds it back up, and then points down the road. 2 roads to the left. There will be a woman waiting for you inside the door.
Who were you praying to, if you don't mind me asking?
I pray to the void.
Why the voice specifically?
Because it speaks back. To me and not many others.
I'd like to hear more about that at a later date.
I
I'm
feel
out of
that
time.
you will.
Oh, okay. Love the foreshadowing. But you definitely underestimate the ability of Derek in my memory.
Just because you don't remember things doesn't mean they won't happen. Says she and I.
Fair. Oh, thank you very much. Can I get your name?
You can call me Ishikin.
Chica. Tell me you could call me Toritaka if we will meet again. When we meet again.
She nods.
And I will be off.
You will. I'll mark her on your map. So you'd have come in, been roughly. She's kind of by the river herself. So you follow her directions?
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way
2
through the
streets
crowd.
down. 2 streets down to the left, and then look for a lady.
Yep. You find the house, and indeed, the door opens before you get there. And there's indeed a woman waiting for you. This woman.
Ah, the prophesized greeter has appeared.
Did you guess I would be here?
I was told. Let's have a guess.
She kind of looks a little put out by that. Well, are you Toritaka? I assume so.
I show her the letter.
That's indeed the one Otomo sent to Toritaka.
Mm-hmm.
Please come in then. She leads you into the house, shows you around. Its quarters aren't too bad. I mean, you expect maybe perhaps a bit more given some of the grandeur of this place, but whether you need it or not, it's, up to you, Toritaka's
This is
personal.
luxury from where he's come
Yeah,
from.
exactly. It's not bad. If you need anything, I will be here.
Will do. Can I get your name?
Sachiko. Just call for me if you need me.
I will. Thank you.
She leaves.
He immediately starts just searching each and every single end corner of this room.
Sure. What are you looking for?
Anything. Is it like he's never been here, so he's super curious of what is actually here.
What they have? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, what he finds, pretty standard stuff. He finds that the food for this place is already stocked.
Oh.
There is indeed a bed and a wash basin. There is a window that overlooks a smaller stream of the larger River of the Sun. You have a decent view of people coming and going. It's all right. It's a nice little place. And yeah. All right, we're done with this guy just going like Guitar Hero on that instrument.
But that's what I live for.
I know.
Let me rock.
Rocking's not what I'm looking for this moment.
That guy was going ham.
He was. I respect it. But yeah, you make yourself at home here as well, and I'll drop you where you are. Toritaka. And to freeform this a little bit more now for the moment, each of you arrive on different days to this place, and none knowing about each other, aside from, of course, Yue and Morimoto. You have several days before this wedding, and while you occasionally will see Sachiko, especially if you call on her, which I imagine someone does at least out of boredom at least one day, she doesn't show up for about 5 or 10 minutes, but then she inevitably does show up.
I can't wait to coordinate this when we're all at home. Okay, so you're gonna call her at this time, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna call her 5 minutes later, and we're gonna see what happens.
Indeed. And you all, what would you guys do for a few days? Because Lord Otomo does not call on you in those few days.
The Chicas would explore.
I would,
Sure.
yeah. My guy would also be exploring as well.
Anything in particular
Absolutely
you're looking for?
exploring.
Yeah, exploring.
Hey.
Everyone goes to explore. I mean, that's very reasonable.
Shopping, noodle bars, tea houses,
Sure,
all
absolutely.
of it.
all the fun stuff. All the fun stuff.
Understanding the culture of this area.
Yeah,
Sure.
kind of
I wanna
getting
do
a
that too.
vibe for the city, and any samurai I meet, definitely analyzing them a bit.
Sure, absolutely. I would like for everyone to roll me survival void checks to look around here. There's no
Subsisting?
specific. No, survival. I'm sorry.
I would say it would be more commerce.
It would be
Survival's
more
for, like,
commerce. It would
yeah.
be more commerce. You're right. And if you're going like shopping and stuff like that, it'll be water. If you're more like people watching, it'll be, I'll say, air. If you're looking for a specific thing, I'll say earth to produce it.
Okay.
Which one should we do if we're just trying to get a feel of the area in general?
I think
Oh my god.
I feel the area. Honestly, I still feel like that could be void. Void or air.
Oh my god.
Well done, everybody.
3 successes.
Void courtesy.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4 successes.
Everyone, write your
I was gonna
totals
say
for
we're
me.
out here like, so like,
Yeah, what do you want to do?
What was the conditions for air again?
Air is if you're analyzing people, I'll say, like more focused on people watching.
But that's
Well,
con. That's like tricking people.
I know, but like, I view air as like analyzing a situation as well, though.
I
Well,
mean,
there's-
I'm more like I would like to exchange kind of like information. I want to like, I would
Okay.
say I'm being more.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if
I'm
you're
being
gonna
more
approach it from that
courteous
approach.
with it. Yeah.
I would also point out that analyze usually falls under scholar, and there is a sentiment air check
Sure.
that you could make. So could I?
I was looking for
re-roll
something that said. I was just looking for something that said like to like view, and air was what kind of came up for me. What are you trying to do specifically?
Like, I'm analyzing people. I want to get to know people, you know, whether it's a common person or a samurai. I'm trying to make connections
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
meet people.
Actually, I think that would be courtesy, wouldn't it? If it's like a social, like we're just
Either
kind
way, I could do either.
That's true. I was just doing survival, I suppose. But if you're, I guess technically wanting to like actually talk to people, that would be courtesy. Honestly, courtesy water for charming.
Cool. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's very cool because I have an advantage for that.
Yeah.
Do I have anything for that?
If you're shopping's commerce, talking to people will be courtesy. Just looking around in general will be survival. And then just tell me your guys' totals when you get to the end here.
Oh, shit.
How do you get to re-roll things? I know I had it on other people.
So I personally have
Ooh,
a
good roll.
distinction that's like I know it's not a distinction. What is it? Is it a passion? Where is my shit? Where's all of my stuff?
All right.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
No, you're good. I'm just looking.
So I have something called Famously Kind, and when I'm performing a check to kind of leverage my reputation or something like that, I can re-roll. And it's like it's a water thing. I can re-roll up to 2 dice, so I think I'll re-roll that black dice, that white die. Fuck yeah. I'll take the what's the TN for this?
This isn't gonna have a specific difficulty. This is just you looking around and like the more you get, the more I'll give you.
What would be the advantage of taking an opportunity here instead of a success?
Of taking an opportunity here instead of a success. What was your specific goal? I will say.
I wanna meet people. I want to get to know people.
You want to get to know people. Okay. I will. If you take opportunities, I will help you find like a structure that could be interesting.
Okay, yeah. Then I will take. Okay. I have 2 successes and an opportunity.
Okay. I will allow that. So 2 and 1 for UA.
I have 2 and 2.
Shika is 2 and 2. Toritaka is 4 successes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Morimoto, what'd you end up with?
I think I'm just gonna take the. We actually need to roll one more, so we'll give that one critical success. So yeah, it'd be 3 successes in total, 1 strife.
3 successes. Okay. So I'll start with the 2s and work my way up. Togashi, what'd you get?
I got
1 in an opportunity?
yes.
Okay. So then I'll start with the 1. Togashi. You go looking for what specifically with a courtesy void?
I'm just trying to get a feel for this place, honestly.
A feel for the place.
Yeah.
Okay. So this place for the most part, I would say, feels fairly holy to you. They're holy in the sense like there are spirits in the air here. You feel it. And for the most part, it's a decent feeling, except for that one lurking something. The people here, mostly peasants still. And I mean, the class disparity is no real different. It's not really different here than it is anywhere else. The samurai definitely have a lot more in every case compared to the average citizen of Rokugan. But even the poor of Odasan and Uchi are not that bad off. You do gather that in certain areas there might be some rougher activity. You perhaps hear with your opportunity about 1 or 2 like merchant type organizations that are almost more gangs than anything. But you never really see them. It's just things you hear about. But the city on the whole feels chaotic, but a structured chaotic, if that makes sense. There's a lot going on at all times, but that's the way it's supposed to be by design. And everything still seems to be in its place. With 2 successes, people that you guys will meet. Anywhere in particular you go, just you can say no, but I'm just curious.
Well, where's the cool place I find with my opportunity?
The cool place that you find, I gotta figure out which one it is, but I will tell you in just one moment.
By chance we find the same cool place?
Perhaps. I know which one I want to do for UA. I just gotta remember which one it's called. Yes, so what you would find is it's a good long walk. But you end up on the eastern side of the city, near the docks. Perhaps you go for a walk to go see the Bay of the Golden Sun, to go see the sea. And you find the eastern wall, the inner wall. And what you will see are signs of Isawa markings. Isawa kanji, I would say, made of gold, on the surface of this wall that seem to just go from the top of it to where you can't even read it because it goes so far up, and just goes down constantly. And as you look at these kanji, you can make sense of them because they're names. They're individual people's names. For the most part, of great clans, of great families. And it just goes on and on. And it feels there is a power to it. And
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, I would say I will let you guys choose the form of your successes here. I can introduce you guys to individual people that are interesting, or you two can choose to use your successes to meet here if you'd like. Whichever you prefer.
That's for 2 or 3.
This is going to be for, at least for UA and for Shikachiyo. For Morimoto with 3, I'll let her kind of choose something similar in a minute.
What do you think?
Let's say. I'm gonna meet another person for right now.
Sure. Then you both will get to meet someone else.
He will.
So let's see who I think would be appropriate. No, fuck who I think's appropriate. Let me roll for it. Let's make it fun.
Who's hanging out the biggest
1, 2,
wall?
3, 4, 5, 6. No, we're not gonna do Sachiko. That'd be funny. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She's wearing a
11.
different hat, and she tells me
11,
about the wall.
12. We'll do 12.
Better second job.
1d12.
Yeah.
8. Count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, who's this one again? Oh, yeah, of course. So you are busy here down by the docks. UA. This actually works out pretty well. And there is a lot of activity around the docks because this is where you will kind of figure out the Doji and the Akodo are going to get married. So there's a lot of activity, a lot of people moving around. Honestly, a lot of samurai probably moving people out of the area so they can get it ready.
Mm-hmm.
But one person you will see come up will be this woman, another samurai, whose name should be capitalized, who kind of comes up and looks at this wall here for a moment, going down the names and seeming to find one. It is another Akodo. And she seems to close her eyes almost in prayer for a moment as she holds her hand to it. And then she turns to you. Are you one of the Asawa caretakers here?
Oh no, I'm just visiting.
I see. I am as well. She says, kind of, I guess awkwardly abrupt.
Do you know
Do I know?
who's on this wall? I
Oh.
mean, I know some, but I mean, I don't know personally any of them, but you know.
I see. These are people who died defending it at some point or another, or died defending the city. The Asawa write their names here. And they rest here. She kind of passed the wall. In case the city needs them again.
Oh, I see.
I am sorry, conversation is not my specialty.
That's okay. That's quite all right.
I am also
Um,
very stressed.
Oh,
That was personal, I apologize.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, if you I understand this is a really kind of everything is just so busy right now. Have you been in a big city like this before?
Yes, I've been to the capital a number of times.
Oh,
Uh,
that's wonderful. Um,
I,
are you also here for the wedding?
Yes.
Can I get a sentiment, like an air sentiment on that
yes,
one?
you may. You may.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take a 1 for
Sure.
fun.
Sure. Get a
Well,
one.
I guess I should say with the. No, I already took it. I already took
Yeah,
it. It's
done.
fine.
Alright, done. So
Um,
yeah, what I'll say is you get, and to make it appropriate, the one with one you don't quite get. You're like, oh okay, and she kind of turns to you and looks. She's like, it's mine.
Oh.
And that's where the strife comes in.
Oh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
I have no doubt. I've been preparing for it for some months. She looks back at where everyone's working. Everything is coming together pretty well. Very well.
Good. It seems so. I mean, it's everyone. It's all hands on deck over here.
You said
I
you were
tried
also
to-
here
I-
for the wedding.
Oh yes. Kaito Yue. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hold on. Let me roll something for her. It's not a bad stat for her. Scholar's also not a bad stat for her. She's not great at air. She's not great at water, but boy, is she decent at earth. Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Not bad. Hold on. She gets a little bit of strife here. She looks to you and says, I know your name.
Do you?
You are at the City of the Rich Frog, correct?
Oh, I was, yes. I helped defend it.
She nods. That's very respectable.
Thank you. It was my duty.
She's in Ikoto, right? Yeah, she is in Ikoto, not in Ikoto. Okay. I understand it was one of my clan that took it hostage. I apologize to you for that. On behalf of my clan, if no one has already.
Oh, it's not that you need to apologize for. Believe he was Ronin anyway. Been taken out of. He'd been removed from your clan.
She nods.
Don't believe it should reflect.
But your success reflects well on you. You and a number of others.
Thank you. Actually, one other person was there, or is here as well.
Really?
Yes, Morimoto. She also helped defend. I think she took out the she killed the blood speaker.
I would love to meet her then. Is she also here for the wedding?
She is.
I am honored to have you.
I'm honored to be here. This has been wonderful meeting you.
And you as well.
Any time that you would want to meet her, I can absolutely set something up.
Where are you staying?
I give her the general area.
Okay. She'll take a note of it. I will perhaps send someone to do so. I would love to talk with you.
Oh, wonderful.
I'd love to hear more about it if you're willing to share.
Of course.
But for now, I must return.
Yes. Good luck with everything and congratulations.
Thank you. And she bows to you pretty deeply, actually. And she will return back to the wedding prep, which she immediately begins to take charge of. With,
with some reverence, I will kind of, say some prayers by the Azawa wall
sure.
of souls. And,
Yeah. It's supposed to be a really nice thing, right? That all these if there are cities in trouble, they will come out to defend it. If you think about it, this wall is terrifying. But
I think this is. I mean, I think it's really, it's very. I don't want to say cool because cool doesn't feel like it's giving enough
right word.
reverence.
Right.
But it is something that when I get back, I will absolutely be like, Katie, you'll never see. You'll never know what I saw. You'll never guess. We're gonna go there. You're gonna commune with some spirits, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna go talk to them. They're probably so bored. I don't know how long they've been in that wall.
I think I'm saying Ikoto. I believe it should be Ikoma. So my apologies.
That makes sense.
I can't remember if I was trying to do Akoma or Akoto. I'm going to go with Akoma because I don't use them as much.
I was going to say, wasn't the... Oh, no. She's the lion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the lion. So I'm going to go change her to Akoma. And yeah, that's who you meet. Shikuchio, I'm gonna roll for you, and I have one that would be really funny, but it would also be like a little redundant, and I'm not gonna explain any more than that. Oh, you made the your spear boy too.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
that you didn't have to.
All right, so 1d12.
I somehow
Show
also
the
meet
spear
the bride.
boy.
7. Yeah, I'll show the spear boy. Hold on. Boom, spear boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't think the spear boy was shown.
Did he not show?
No.
I said shared with 10. Did it share? Nope. Hold on.
No.
You keep sharing it with me, and I'm like,
There you
I
go.
can
Well,
see this.
it says shared with. It's doing that thing where it's just sharing with the person who already has it.
Got it.
That is a man.
That is the
Yeah.
man.
That is a whole ass man.
oh, Morimoto, you're interested? How interesting.
So Shikuchio, you go looking around. Anywhere particular you want to look, or you go?
I kind of wander. She just wanders the whole city. She does love water, so probably around the sources of water in the city because,
Yeah, sure,
she views herself like that.
sure.
Also, she can kind of waterbend, so it would make sense.
Yeah. You go perhaps down to the river. And as you are kind of looking around and enjoying the sights, you will meet or see another man with a group of retainers. That you actually may see too. You will see, first and foremost, the man in the middle, who looks like this.
Okay.
Kind of a stern look on his face, red kimono, talking with it looks like a couple of advisors, and they are enjoying a meal, also kind of down by this water. And I think perhaps you see him. I don't know that his immediate reaction would be to talk to another samurai. So you more of just right now immediately hear their kind of conversations, which is along the lines of, I don't know what my brother hopes to gain from this, but the imperial families, I don't see them getting involved one way or the other. And you see another man who looks like this, but with face paint, speaking to him and saying, perhaps not. What was it? Lady Yoko should be able to inform us one way or the other on that. He nods. I would hope they would at least see reason. Some of the political games the other clans are playing make me worried.
He said Lady
There-
Yogo.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'm still listening.
Sure. And this man with the face paint will just kind of look to him and say, whatever it is that the crane or the dragon or any of the others that are talking to your brother hope to gain, it does not matter. You have the support of anyone who is reasonable. And he again speaks, reason may have nothing to do with it at the end of the day. And you hear conversations like that for the bit. Are you trying to listen quietly, or do you care?
I mean, I wouldn't be. I would definitely like to meet these people, but I'm not like gonna be like, I'm listening.
Yeah. I think I can solve your problems. And what are they?
No, I would not offer that. That is stupid, and we don't do that.
Yeah. Fair. So yeah, they are currently talking. When I think the Kuni, the face painted one, stands up. I'm going to go find Lady Yoko and see if perhaps she's also talked to Lady Biyushi. At least back home.
God damn it. So this is a Kuni, which is
Yeah.
lion? No. Unicorn.
If you don't know off the top of your head, go ahead and roll me a culture earth check, and I'll tell you.
Culture is 2 successes.
Crab.
Crab. And this man, Akoto, is dressed like a lion. So
Lion. Yeah.
I have a crab talking to a lion about
Talking
a scorpion.
about a scorpion. Yeah.
Great.
It's the start of a joke, but you don't know how the joke ends, and it makes you nervous. So yeah, they are kind of talking.
If possible, I would take, are they eating? They're like taking their meal? That's what you said originally.
Yeah, they are. And the Kuni goes and he stands up and he leaves.
Is this a restaurant situation or am I
It is a restaurant situation.
I would, take. I'm hungry, totally.
Sure. You sit down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not being bold here.
Okay.
I request a table. I want,
Alrighty.
given the clues that I have, I want to observe this man a little bit more.
Sure. You just want to kind of like analyze his movements or his actions, or
Yeah, so like analyze, maybe sense. Hold on, let me look at something. I have stuff for this.
like, are you trying to get his emotions? Are you trying to see what he's doing?
Yeah, let's start with his emotions.
All right. Roll me a sentiment air. I think in that case.
Okay. Sentiment air.
Kind of just analyze his behavior.
So let's see. 2 successes, and I'll take an extra opportunity.
Okay. So with 2 successes, what you get is this guy's pretty wound tight right now. He's tense. He's really tense. The opportunity that you get is that he gets a lot of guests who come and sit down with him. He exchanges words with them, occasionally writes letters to some, and they go seem to like courier them to other places. He is very busy and he's very stressed. And he just got an intensity to him.
Okay. I will then, if it wouldn't be too out of the ordinary, I will go speak with him.
Sure. You've seen a lot of people come and go. And so if you want, you can go and sit down.
Well, I would ask first.
Sure. As you approach and ask if you may have a seat, he looks to you. And then, again, he's just got this kind of stern face, kind of stressed, and says to you, "May I ask who you are? I don't think I'm expecting you."
You are not. My name is Shikachio.
A deer.
Yes.
He leans back for a moment. All right. Let me pose a question to you, and if you answer correctly, we'll talk for a moment. Does that sound fair?
Of course. I would never want to impose myself.
A father has a horse. Two brothers both grow up with the horse and love the horse. The father dies. Which brother should get the horse?
Do I have an idea what he's looking for? Because I have what Shikachio would say, but
Well, yeah, you wanna kind of insight what the answer he's looking for?
yeah.
Yeah, the answer's cut it in half. No.
So like maybe
yeah.
a sentiment void or
Uh, I think sentiment void will be fine. You could also do sentiment air.
I think
Up to you.
void is the way I want to go.
Sure.
Boop.
Ooh.
I'm gonna explode. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the 3 black dice because the white dice doesn't do me any extra goodness. So I will explode that. I will explode that
good.
again.
You're getting that strife.
I know.
Getting that
How
strife.
many?
How much do you
1,
want?
2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 1 more.
Sure, of course you will.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna use one of the
So
to reduce the
yeah.
strife.
That's good. So with 5,
So,
you get the sense that the answer he is looking for is an answer in which he in that scenario would get the horse. Does that make sense? He's looking for an answer that validates his belief that he should get something. And you gather again, he seems to be a very busybody, a very stressed individual. He looks like he's doing a lot of work, and you think in some way you should, if you want to appease him, structure an answer that gives him something like that.
okay. I would think that the one who spent the most time with the horse, cared for it, made sure it was safe and warm, and exercised and taught, should be the one who gets the horse.
And as you're saying that, he nods, and he's nodding along. Take a seat, Miss Sheikah.
She does.
Very wise of you.
I have my moments.
So, what can I do for you?
I find myself in this city for the first time. I have spent some time traveling with my honored aunt, Shika Zhang. But I just want to meet more people. And I don't believe I got your name.
Akodo. And how do I say it? I think it's Daigo. Yeah, Akodo Daigo.
A pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure. I'm sorry, you've caught me at a rather busy time. Overall.
I get the feeling you're always busy. So is there ever a time that you just relax?
Unfortunately, not as of late. As I'm going to guess, being the wise woman that you are, my metaphor is not entirely that. So,
I would imagine.
I am currently filling my days with making sure that correct outcome comes to pass.
I am sorry it burdens you.
He nods. You say that you're here with your Who'd you say you're here with? Your aunt or your bodyguard? I can't remember who you said.
What is the
Wanna say-
term for that?
Your bodyguard?
Is that what I'm supposed to call them?
No, I mean, you could call him whatever the class itself is, which I can't remember.
Your boy I think would be a Yojimbo.
Yeah, he would be or not a Yojimbo. He'd be a shoot. Yojimbos are like for Daimos, if I remember correctly.
I think they're just bodyguards, aren't they?
Perhaps that is the answer. We will go with that being the answer for now because I
Okay.
can't think of a proper word.
And she'll just say, my. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Who are you traveling with?
My Yojimbo. Shika, who's totally know his name, 100%.
You made it.
Shika Kazuyo. Shika Kazuyo. He's around here somewhere.
What is your business in our esteemed capital?
I was invited to the wedding. And oh god, was I given an actual reason?
You were to be here, like to be thanked on behalf of a different Shika who couldn't make it.
Oh yeah, I am representing Shika Ryu, who arranged the marriage between the couple. Unfortunately, they could not be here, and my clan wanted to send a representative.
I understand. Seems everyone's here for the wedding these days.
Do
But
you?
perhaps you have more reason than most.
It is a great honor to be part of something so fortuitous and auspicious. I'm guessing you don't reside here normally.
No. I'm afraid not. I reside much more inland.
May I ask where?
He kind of pauses and thinks about it, as if like kind of eyeing you up and down for a moment. I reside in my family home near the Castle of Humility's Lesson. I am its inheritor. I will be there, moving there shortly.
Well, that is very good to hear. And she says this part strict, no pandering. She says, I'm sure that the castle will benefit from your hard work.
It will. It's a full-time job, as it should be, to maintain. And I just need others around me to understand that, and understands it takes a firm but knowing hand to do so. And not just the one that sounds the nicest.
I sense a bit of a personal stake in that. Are you talking about your brother?
I am. A number of the other clans would prefer him in charge to me.
Why do you think that is?
Because he is more willing to engage with them, to give them things. Humility's Lesson is an important castle. It's an important linchpin between Scorpion territory and this side of Rokugan.
Are you not willing to engage with the other clans?
I'm not willing to accept bribes.
That is fair. Not very honorable to accept bribes.
No, it is not.
But it does seem you have some support She kind of indicates the people who keep coming by.
Indeed. I am gathering mine to me. Hence my visit here. But my brother is also here. I tell you this because I don't know how much the deer are aware of this situation. And it is one that could matter a great deal in the future. So I thought it best you hear it from me and not from the smooth-talking words of a crane, who might side with him. When they have something to gain.
And what do you bring to the table?
Order to that area, which is a lot more than you think. There are things in those mountains that require that. They require a firm hand to deal with.
She seems to take that in and nod slowly. Order is important.
Especially in these days.
Is there something that we are supposed to say when it's alluded to that the Emperor's seat is insecure? Like,
No, it's just one of those things that like everyone knows and doesn't really like to talk about because
Okay.
they don't know what to do.
well, you know, like, I know
He's
it's.
too old to have kids now, like anymore. Like it's a whole thing. It's a
I just-
whole thing.
I was just thinking, like, you know, every time my grandmother would talk about something bad happening, she'd, God forbid,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
sure. I think it's just alluded to that if the Emperor dies, they have no one. And that's never happened.
Oh boy. Yeah. She will take that in. She'll nod, as if she's filing it away. I think she would. I don't know if I can do anything to chill him out with what I have. Unfortunately, I don't think Path to Inner Peace won't help. This would be for.
You just talk to him for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so she'll chat for a bit, and once it's clear that he no longer wishes, he's like ready for the conversation to be over, she'll politely excuse herself.
Sure. And you do. He appreciates the conversation. He doesn't really chill, but he seems just like he's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And so you learn that about him. Morimoto, you were 3 successes.
Yes.
You can choose to find either Toritaka or Togashi if you like. I will allow either of those. Or you can try to find someone else.
Can I tell you like everything that I would hope to do on like this?
Yeah,
type of
absolutely.
stuff?
Go for
Okay.
it.
Well, there's a lot that I've been thinking about.
Sure.
I think there is 2 things that I would like to mention before this because they would have been, UA would know them, I think, on our conversation.
Definitely.
Here, which would be one that the Dragon Clan is looking for Morimoto to get married.
Sure.
And she would hope that UA would come with her to meet with the matchmaker to see if, maybe she could find someone that was suitable for her.
Oh, of course. I mean, of course, yes.
Perfect.
Sure.
What was the other thing? Oh, I think in our long travels, like I imagine this takes like a couple of days, correct, Eric, or maybe even like
Yeah,
a couple weeks.
Well, your travel down to the capital.
Yeah.
I try about a month and a half.
Okay, so there's plenty of time for us to get to know each other and
Yeah, I mean, now
Hey,
that
Mori-
you didn't already. Yeah.
Hey Morimoto, isn't it weird that we're the only ones from that group that got invited to this wedding and also the only ones who haven't been married yet?
Yes, this is very strange. You,
This is just a marriage trap. Just one big marriage trap.
yeah.
Both your clans arranged this.
And I think the other big thing that Morimoto would be talking about with Yue in this time was she has like this deep, kind of dark past of this memory that she doesn't really have. And she's been trying to spend a lot of time trying to unravel what her missing memory is. And every time that she goes to find out these old memories, they're of former battles that she's had with the Blood Speaker that we defeated in the city of the Rich Frog.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
into a deeper part of it, I don't think that it's over yet. In all of the memories that I've tried to recapture and re-elude, there have been terrible scenes of people that I remember being brutally murdered. And honestly, some things that have been even worse. But in part of this, I've found there's always someone behind the strings of the Blood Speaker, or more than one thing.
Mm-hmm. DM,
Yes.
are my Oni dreams like this?
Are your Oni dreams like this?
Yeah.
In the sense that you feel them just like it's still coming.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, Oni's still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's been banished for now.
You feel like yeah. You feel like,
I'm
the
not
Oni.
I'm not feeling anything similar to what
No.
Morimoto is saying. Okay.
No, it's not like you feel like you didn't kill it and it's still out there waiting for you. You feel like instead it's just haunting your dreams because it was a terrible thing. But what Morimoto is talking about sounds different. She's
Okay.
talking about other things, other entities.
Okay. Yeah, no, she'll definitely consider that. I think she takes that very seriously.
I'm just like, I need someone to talk to about it, because I've been trying to go it alone this last year and a half, and it's been hard, and I haven't been able to hold it very well.
Of course. Anything you need to talk about?
I
Yeah,
really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think like if like over this month like Morimoto has sort of like opened up to her like that, Yue would definitely open up to her about kind of her experiences and with the Oni and like being scarred by it and things as well. It's definitely not as definitely not as harrowing, but it is, there was like a level of intimacy she's kind of trying to match there, so it's
Sure.
equal. And I guess also in that vein, I think we got to the point in the city of Rich Krog where I was calling her Akiro.
Yeah.
Before, but I think it's just kind of reiterated.
Sure.
We've moved past the
formal names,
last
the family
yeah
names.
the formality.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah,
guys
that's
reflect
something that would
on-
definitely be shared.
You guys reflect on past events, both in the city of the Rich Frog and before. And you are looking for a matchmaker, Morimoto.
That's a part of it. I think I know that the person that I had talked to, Chico. There we go. I think that's somewhat correct. That the city was kind of busy. This would be more of like a minor thing, and probably partially what I was rolling for, because I did commence produce. is if there was a
Mhm.
way that I could find somebody in the city that was like an armor maker to make an orient or like a very um
A ceremonial.
yeah, ceremonial like kind of designer version of my armor.
Sure.
Something
For
that would
is this
never
for the
be
wedding?
actually used in combat, but yeah, it's more of like a
Yeah. So what I would say is that they can create something like light for you to wear in a few, like, because it's gonna be a few days before the wedding, right? It'll
Mhm.
take a while to make something really big and really heavy, but they can make you something light that would look very nice.
Yeah, I could take that. Like maybe like a thinner, like it wouldn't be like more of a pop out dress. It'd be more like kind
Right.
of sleek with like dragon scales on it.
Yep. And basically, what I would do is it'd just be like a ceremonial piece.
I'd love that.
That can be done.
The second thing that I want to do, I wanted to really look into the guy that sent me the invitation.
All right. How do you go about that?
I guess I'd have to do like an investigation to find anything on this person, or from what I remembered, to try to see who this person was, or find friends or
Sure.
associates of his.
You go looking for people that are connected to Otomo. You find a little bit of information on him. You know he lives in the inner city. And he doesn't often leave it. He is viewed very positively here in the city by the few people that you talk to as trying to be a decent benefactor to a lot of Rokugan. The Otomo in particular try to look out for the Emperor, and by all accounts, he does a good job at that. Specific details you don't know too much. And the only person that you can find that really seems to know where in the inner city he lives is the girl that you can call upon, Sachiko. And she just says that he's not quite ready to see you all yet. But rest assured, when he is, I will come and get you for him. And she gives you like evasive answers like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she does, like, anytime you go looking for her, she shows up within 10 minutes. She's just there.
Oh, it's 10 minutes now. We're getting closer to the wedding. She's getting a little bit busy.
Yeah, but you
Not
can
5
say it.
minutes
You can say it
anymore.
about anywhere, and she's there.
That is
She-
crazy. I definitely
Oh.
think at some point Morimoto would be testing this theory.
Yeah, you go to different parts of the city. You're like, whisper under your breath, "Shachiko." Then you yell it at a different part, and you're just trying different things. You're doing the scientific method to kind of see what she can do. And I would say, like, if you call her a few times, don't really seem to need anything, she stops answering.
That's kind of rude. It's
I
very
don't think she'd
dishonorable.
overtly do that in the loom of the wedding. That'd be highly disrespectful. Because
Yeah.
she knows how busy she would be. I think they would try to be serious requests.
Okay.
But
But in
she'd
different
be,
parts of the city.
yeah, she'd just be very curious about this thing of how she does this. And I don't know if she'd overtly ask her. She'd just kind of allow the curiosity to take over.
Sure. I think the only answer you get from her is like, I said people would tell me if you needed me, so they do, and I come along. I try not to be too terribly far from you all. It is my job to take care of you.
Yeah, and I think the last thing she'd probably go do would be looking for Yue to tell her about the guy that she went looking for, about who had sent her these invitations, and to see if we could go find the matchmaker.
All right. So you have a few options for a matchmaker, is what I will say. You can go to like any of like the big clans. Like you could probably find like your clan Daimo here and like talk to their matchmakers and see if they have anybody. You also know there's you probably hear that there are going to at least be a few deer at the wedding itself that you can talk to. Though I don't think you find any specific location of where they are right now. It's just kind of the rumor that there's a representative for the deer who arranged the wedding. so you could wait on that as well. It's kind of what you'd prefer.
Honestly, I think she'd probably do both.
She'd do both.
Yeah, she's taking this very seriously.
Sure. So if you go looking and like ask who you should try to marry, who would they say? Oh, this would be fun.
I
They
don't like that. This is the rest of my life with a person. You're saying it would be
just because I think it'd be interesting because of how I choreographed the rest of the campaign in general. So they will tell you that there is another crane who is coming as a guest to the wedding itself. Akakita is his family name. He's not a doji or a daidoji. He's a Kakita. He is apparently a man of pretty high glory. He apparently has won a lot of duels.
very intriguing. Very good start.
So that's probably who they would recommend first off. If you stay in the city longer, there are a bajillion samurai. They can find somebody.
Yeah, I think the way that she would go about it is she would try to find the people that were the matchmakers of kind of the highest acclaim and kind of work like in the Dragonlands, and then she'll go to the wedding looking for the highest like deer clan
Sure.
that she could find. So I don't think she wants to let everybody know in the known world that she's looking to marry, but
Yeah.
she definitely wants the right people to know.
Yeah, people that can make things happen or move
Okay.
things.
I should have asked this a long time ago, and I do apologize.
There you go.
Are same-sex marriages accepted in this world? Or is it like, no, it has to be a man and a woman because babies?
For most of the Empire, more the latter. There are exceptions.
Okay.
I would say.
Can I? I was gonna say, can I add to that?
Yes.
So, like, homosexual relationships aren't like looked down upon. It's just
Mhm.
like to get married,
Okay.
you need a man and a woman to make babies.
Okay.
Indeed.
I wasn't sure, and as the matchmaker, I feel like I should know this.
It is important. It is important to know. But that's the long and short of it. But yeah. You do that. And Toritaka. What were you doing? What were you looking for?
I was
You rolled the best, I believe, of everyone.
4 successes, but all that strife though.
Yeah.
Where exactly are we on the map again? Sorry.
You start right down here, but you could go.
I'm sorry.
anywhere you feel like.
World map. Sorry.
Oh, world map. You are right here.
Okay. Oh shit. Had all this time to think about it, and I
We
forgot.
did. There's so much time.
I know. What was? Okay, I rolled air. That was his thing is to get the general feel about everyone around here, and if since his clan is more focused on spirits, he's want to try and figure out if there's any around.
Any spirits?
Yeah, any spirits around here.
Sure. Good or bad spirits? Just or either.
Either or.
Okay. General feeling of this place, I would say, it's like I said, this place is fairly holy. There are lots of kami around here. They exist in the city proper. But as I kind of said earlier, for some people, this city is like a chaos, but a structured chaos. There are always things moving, but it is intended to be so. So, from like a non-spiritual standpoint, that's the city's. It's very orderly chaos. Um, and as you kind of look around and look for spiritual activity, a few things will stick out. Firstly, the wall itself, the inner wall. Um, you sense more spirits here, I think, than you have ever sensed in your entire life. And for the most part, they lie dormant.
Is that
Almost-
coming from the wall?
Yes, it's coming
The
from
walls?
the wall. The inner walls
Whoa.
around the inner city. They are dormant. They are peaceful right now.
Okay.
For you, just because I don't know if Toritaka knows this, roll me a culture earth check.
Yes, my worst ring.
You're welcome.
Culture. Earth. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
2 successes. You know that the enchanted wall of the inner city of the capital here, it's supposedly filled with the spirits of those who died defending it. So that if the city's attacked, they will come out again. They will fight again. I think that's what you sense. They stand as eternal sentinels.
Like, or they're willing to do? Does it feel like they're willing to do this? Or
It does. It does.
Okay.
It sounds like it feels like they died for this place, and they will undie for it.
They'll realive themselves.
Indeed. You do sense, I think, I assume you kind of just wander the walls because that would probably be fascinating to you. As you kind of wander the walls, you begin to sense a darker presence coming from the north. It feels almost mournful.
You said mournful?
Yeah.
And that's also coming from the inner wall?
No.
Oh.
As you make your way to the north of the inner wall, it keeps coming from the north.
Does it feel like it's coming from the outside the wall, or is it still the wall itself?
You go check that?
Yeah.
Okay. You go to check and you try to narrow it down. Can you roll me survival void? That's what I want.
Survival void?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm strifing out, dude.
Yeah, you begin to.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Sorry.
I'll take those 4.
Alright.
Do it.
You find the location.
Hold
You
up.
follow it. to a
One more
small
dice.
house.
Just for okay, cool.
You can take one of the opportunities and take one of the strife off if you want instead, and just have 3 successes.
I thought it was 2 opportunities for 1 strife.
I believe it's 1 opportunity, 1 strife.
I'll do that. I'll do that instead.
Alright. As you do, you follow this to a small house in the north. It's coming from inside.
Is it more from the inside?
It's coming from the inside, yeah.
Alright. Can I pinpoint it?
Somewhere in the house, you don't know where. I mean, you're not in it.
House?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Can I find this is sphere influence without actually entering it?
Yeah, it seems to be coming from the right side of the house as you do. can't survey the outside.
Can't, where exactly so I can get?
Where exactly?
Yeah, so I can mark it.
I mean, if you feel it kind of like I said, the right side of the house, inside of it. You don't know where inside though.
Oh no, where that house is.
Oh, right here.
Wonder who that is. I'll keep an eye on that. While I stay here, I'll just stake it out a bit.
All right, you do so quietly over the course
Yeah.
of the days.
Mm-hmm.
Togashi. Josh.
Yes, I am.
Can
here.
you roll me a... Hold on. What is a perception check in this game? God damn it.
What is a perception check in this game?
So what you do is you set a TN, and if his vigilance hits, like meets it or beats it, then he is passed.
Got it. Keith, Torotaka, I need
Yes?
from you a skullduggery, and I believe it is con here. Yeah. For hiding.
Air. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Take all of that. Let me go ahead and just remove one strife.
Sure.
Roll one more time. I think I get one more. Hey, there's that strife back.
Yeah, so you gained 1 strife total there.
So 2 successes.
Alright, Togashi, what's your vigilance?
My vigilance. Okay, let's look for where is vigilance?
Very top underneath your ring.
Oh, endurance, fatigue, focus, vigilance. My vigilance is 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll tell you
Why?
this. Togashi,
I don't know how to change it.
No, it's good. It's
Because
just
good.
your
it's the
rings have
combining
to
of
be
2
higher
rings.
in
Yeah.
specific stats.
Yeah, certain 2 rings increase it.
Which two?
I feel like it's air and
Water
something.
and air, I believe.
Those are both 1.
If water and air.
That would explain it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my vigilance is 6, actually. Why is it not
But
going
I'll
up?
double check.
No,
Well-
it's like your water and air divided in half.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
That would also make
Yep.
sense. Yeah.
It's like
That
my
is
vigilance should be
weird.
6.
Yeah, it's I think it's your water and air divided in half, rounded up.
Yeah, that makes sense because when I put it 3 air, 1 water, it gives me 2 vigilance.
Cool.
Yeah, I have 3 earth and 3 fire.
So Togashi, like you feel like creeping feeling of something like of that thing watching you. That's it though. It just you never see it. You just feel it. And Torotaka, you occasionally see what looks like a monk, of some kind, walk in and out of this house over the course of a few days. He looks nervous. Do you do anything with that information? That'd be you question, Keith. I think it's a
Okay.
yeah.
So I see a monk coming in and out looking nervous.
Yeah, a couple times. He goes for
Uh,
walks.
I'm here for a wedding,
You are.
so I'm not gonna start anything till after it's ended.
Okay.
I love how you said
So
that. Once
I
and I'm
will-
starting all the shit.
Huh?
I said I love the way you said that. Once the wedding's done, I'm starting all the shit.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So I will
mark
keep
this
track
as-
of it though.
You mark this this house and this person as someone to keep an eye on for a bit.
Yeah.
I love it. Toritaka has officially met someone else from the group, and they have no idea. But yeah, these are the events that occur the days leading up to the wedding. Morimoto and Yue, just one more thing. At some point, you definitely do meet Morimoto. You do meet the lion, Ikoma, who is also honored to meet you as well as she was with Yue. She very much wants to hear the stories from your perspective on what went down there, and is very interested.
Sorry, who exactly is this again?
This person.
She's the lady getting married.
She's the bride.
I met her and she was like, "Oh my god!" She fangirled a little bit in her own samurai way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in
she
her-
said
in her
they
very
like to
specific
meet
way.
Morimoto.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you want us to do that right now?
Just curious. She's just curious. Like I'll kind of skim through it. You go to meet, or she comes to meet you. Probably at your house, Yue, and just to meet up with Morimoto.
Mhm.
She looks offended for you by your living station, like your living quarters.
Which is so funny because Yue is probably like, "Wow, this is nice."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Ikoma,
compared to like where she like her home in the woods, she's probably like, "Wow."
honestly, probably Akoma would say like, you said you were invited to my wedding, yes?
Oh yes.
Was it by my husband? Did he give you these quarters?
Hey Derek, who gave me these quarters?
Atomo
I have no.
Kento.
Yeah, I will say it. It's a it Tomo did, yes.
So Atomo Kento was the guy who sent the letter. He's not. It's not her husband.
Wait a
was
minute. Okay, then so I don't know who actually like sent an invitation. Like what side I'm sitting on at the wedding.
You do not at the moment.
Oh, then, I'm honestly not sure. I was given the invitation, but I wasn't told who exactly invited us.
I'm here for this conversation, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Derek?
I think she goes to Yue's house first because that's what she has the address to.
I would have sent somebody to go get Morimoto.
Then yeah, I'll say yes.
Yeah, we don't know much about him, but I've heard that he's a pretty nice person. She'll give him the name of the person that sent us the
Tomo Kento.
letter. Like, do you
Yeah.
know who this is or how they're related to you?
I know Atomo. He gave you these quarters, and he is aware of who you are.
Well, I mean, I think. Oh no! Wait, I shouldn't say her name. Just kidding. I looked. I try to like keep stoic because that's what a samurai does. But like Yue is so confused. These are so nice.
Yeah, you see almost what looks like fire behind her eyes. Like just she looks intense.
Oh, it's. I mean these quarters are they work just fine. They're decent.
Your
He's the
humility is,
word decent.
yeah, your humility is legendary, but this should not be this way. I will rectify this.
Oh no, it's. You don't have to trouble yourself like that.
I insist.
Oh. Thank you. I guess wait a minute yeah, that was 3 times. That's okay.
Yeah, that's 3.
Then yeah, she just kind of. I am honored. I would very much appreciate that.
Until new quarters can be arranged for you both, I would love for you to come and tell your tale at my home, or where I'm staying.
Maybe
I
more
would
than
be
happy
a
to.
burden.
Do you do so? You both do so.
Well, I do kind of mention like also like I do have like I don't want to take up so much space. We have my aunt is with me.
Ooh, I don't know. How much is she? She's higher station. Is she higher station than me?
Ikoma? I feel like there's a way to check. Can't remember what it is though. Roll me.
Like politics, something.
Yeah, is there like just
Politics.
specifically a politics? Politics fire would be it. Like it's something fire to
Or
theorize.
government fire.
Yeah, let's do government fire.
Oh, that's so bad. Can I have my aunt just kind of listening in on this conversation?
Sure.
And like she just kind of like behind her, either kind of like, like
Yeah.
That's what ants do. That's there's.
If I'm not mistaken, she's probably not good at government. She's probably decent at fire. Your aunt.
my aunt's very decent at fire. She's better than I am. You know what? I'll try again. What's the
You know,
TN?
I
of
can
this?
help you out in this situation.
Probably just two. It won't be too hard to figure out for Ikoma here.
Oh, then I'll take it and risk it all. God
So
damn
we'll
it!
risk it. Okay.
I'll
yeah,
just take the one.
Okay, sounds good. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what this person's station is for you. But she does tell you, it is no trouble at all. We have more than enough room, and so does Otomo.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, she will like for that night she'll just have you found and like stay with her and like what is like a more of a compound than anything, which is
Where is she staying?
she is staying over by the water,
Oh,
like in this compound right here.
okay. This little palace. Okay.
Over
Yeah,
here?
and it's very nice. There are servants kind of wandering the grounds, and yeah, she makes sure the two of you are well taken care. Well, like really the four of you, like your aunt as well.
There's a
Cats.
baby.
The baby.
Yeah, that's four.
Oh, you're right. I was counting her, the
we leave
wife.
we leave the baby at the old house.
It'll take care of itself.
It'll fend for itself. You just what do you say? You just say the girl's name and run.
Yeah.
Teach the baby to say Sachiko.
Yeah.
So Chico, can you hold on to this for like a day? We'll be right back.
Never saw Shachiko or the baby again.
Are you good at babysitting? Honestly, though, I think I say that as a joke, but that's probably
Yeah.
happened sometime while
Yeah,
staying
sure.
here. Just like
If you offer like ask Shachiko to watch a baby, she loves it. She loves watching a baby.
That baby will see the fastest tour of the city known
she sprints.
with a baby in her arms, just fully
Yeah.
cradled like a football. That thing's not going anywhere.
She hears Sheikah like on the wind, just like Sachiko, and like she just sprints with this baby in her arms.
She arrives. I'm like, what? Were you busy?
Just holding a baby. No.
Do you need me to hold that while you do what I was asking?
No, I can do both.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She's got one of the like the baby. She's got the baby basket on her front.
Yeah, exactly. But you guys all go here and you tell her your exploits, your story, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. We regale her.
Sure, she loves it. She just listens intently. Probably asks questions occasionally. Out of curiosity, how do you tell the story? Is it one of like fond remembrance? Is it intense? Is it just kind of a just a memory? Like
Pure drama.
yeah, is it a drama? I'm curious. Like,
Yeah, honestly, I think Morimoto would be going over the whole drama of it and everything that
Yeah.
happened and the splitting of friends to come together to finally take on the Blood Speaker.
I
at
want
the
a
end.
fire performance check from you.
The two marriages
I'd
that
love
came
to
out
do
of it.
Yeah,
I would like the charm
Fire.
performance.
yeah, that's fine.
but I do kind of, I do tell her the details, not the juicy details, but like the semi-marinated details.
Sure.
What is with all the strife today? I'm just so fucking.
You're remembering these intense emotions, these intense moments.
I'll definitely take. Oh, that's not a critical success. I didn't even have to roll that.
No. So yeah,
Oops.
you've got.
Unless you get to re-roll something with fire.
I don't think so.
You do not. So do you take any of those strife or successes? You don't have to if you just want to just fail the roll and have it be a failure for fun.
No, I don't. I definitely don't want to fail this roll. I want to have like a dramatic retelling of this story.
Sure. So yeah, one success. Do you take the opportunity strife as well?
No, I'll probably just take the one success. I'm already building up on strife enough as it is. Wait, does the strife from the first part, is that like on a different day that
No.
I could roll back, or?
So for the strife you've taken this session, keep anything that you took in like our very first thing that we did. You don't have to keep.
Okay,
The session
gotcha.
Wait,
Okay.
what very first thing?
The session
I
zero.
just- Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So UA, so first Morimoto, you tell us from like a very like dramatic retelling. I for some reason I imagine Morimoto gets a little drunk during the telling of this. Perhaps wrong, but
Unless
I
there
could
was
say
like
it.
a note to that it was like offered and that's where it's going, I don't think she'd immediately go there because this is like the first thing that has happened while she's being
Yeah,
here.
sure. So yeah, she just regales it normally that as fire as she can. She listens intently to your retelling here. And you tell it from like a softer approach. Which dice did you end up taking?
I'll take. What's the TN here to succeed?
So this is another one where I feel like the more successes you get, the more I'll give you.
There's
not really a failure option
what's the bottom? What's the bottom barrel?
One.
Okay. Then what could I get with opportunities on this?
Opportunities, potentially the opportunity to meet someone else that is around the house, or to learn something about the wedding, or
Then yeah, I will take the one success, the one opportunity success, and the one opportunity. So 2 successes, 2 opportunities.
sure.
And I'll go ahead and what do I want to do? I want to. I'll use one of them to learn about. Can I just use one of them to learn about what's going on?
Yeah.
Or do I need that? Okay, cool. Then
Learn
I
about
will
what's
use
going on
the
at the
other
wedding?
one to get rid of strife.
So
I'm
yeah, she
sorry.
listens intently to your 2 different tellings of the same story. One fiery passion, one more just the little details, the charming details from UA. And she listens intently to both as you recount this, and almost seems to like just be recording things more like in her memory than writing things down, but just listening. It seems to be a story she's heard before, but she is very interested to hear from people who have lived it. And you learn a bit about this wedding. You learn that it is to a Doji Junpei, who is the lord of surplus distribution for a lot of the food in the northern Crane Lands. And that she herself is from a family of rather significant wealth and a fair amount of ships. And that the two are, it's more of a political marriage than anything, in the sense that this is going to help the Crane be able to move a lot of their food into Lion lands, and the Lion desperately need that due to their population. And so it is just a mutually beneficial thing that is going to help both clans out tremendously. She probably mentions that the lion in particular needed this more probably than even the crane did. And so the lion are actually paying for the wedding and kind of organizing it all. Doji Junpei has been here once or twice, but he is not here at the moment. He will be arriving shortly before the wedding itself. And they're going to get married for that sake. There are a lot of big guests that are supposedly coming from most of the clans, with the exception, I believe, being the Scorpion and Unicorn. Neither of those clans have anyone who is on her guest list, but then again, she didn't know the two of you were coming, actually. So perhaps there will be.
Huh, okay.
But yeah, she does insist that you stay here for the night.
Hey, what was that
and-
last part?
That there are no Scorpion and Unicorn, supposedly, that are going to be at this wedding, but she didn't know the two of you were coming. So, or three of you were coming, technically, counting Katie. So perhaps there will be. But she does insist that you guys stay here for the night while she arranges for quarters that are more befitting of people of your station. As well as she needs to send a letter to Atomo informing him that you've moved locations at her request.
Did we get this man in trouble?
He deserves it.
I feel kind of bad.
We didn't know. He didn't inform us of anything. He just sent us a letter.
True.
It's not like
I thought these were nice quarters.
I did. I was so happy with my little house on the river, and I was gonna get to hear the river. And I was happy about it. But apparently, I was shortchanged, and now I'm upset.
Yeah. No, she went to this house. She's like, no.
He wouldn't dare.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what happens on these days before the wedding. And the wedding does come. And as you all are getting ready for the wedding in your various rooms that you are in, your various homes, all of you will receive a knock at your doors. And for each of you, it will be Sachiko.
At the same time?
At the same time?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, we'd have no way of
Oh,
knowing, but
The
I'd just be
secret
like,
is actually a mirage.
Who
When did
will
she see you? When did she see you?
Just a few minutes ago. She was just here. I mean, she physically could have ran here, I suppose. She could have done it. But no, you both all get these knocks on your door, and Sachiko saying, Lord Atomo would like to see you all before the wedding, if that's all right. I'm here to just inform you and give you an address, as well as papers to get you into the inner city.
so I would imagine Shio is not the one that answered her door because she's getting ready.
Sure.
Um,
So now it's probably your guard who kind of knocks on your door and informs you that you received this.
I'm in a palace, so I definitely can't answer
What?
the door. I'm in,
Yeah. The corridors are too winding.
Indeed.
I can't hear the door from all the way up here to my Eiffel Tower.
I think Chio would be really confused about this. Right today before the... Is he serious?
The letter seems serious.
Alright, let me finish.
And yeah, you do. I imagine a little irritated because now you're going to be on a timetable.
Yeah,
Now
it's just
you're-
like-
now you're moving.
I'm only halfway done with my elaborate braids, and now I have to
Yeah.
rush, and it may not be even, which is unacceptable.
Togashi, how do you feel about getting this letter today?
The letter to
Meh.
where to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm still confused as to like
Why?
why. I'm on the why still.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's not one that you've gotten really an answer to.
I think at some point I do some light shopping just to get something
Yeah.
nice-ish.
Toritaka, he buys clothing. No, you. But
I asked this question in chat, but do we know who's joining which clan with this marriage?
yes, she's joining the Crane.
Okay. Well,
And
Coming of age.
she is a lion?
Cheers. Coming
hey,
of
it's
age.
the second crane lion in the last 2 years.
It's not even. It's fairly common. Crane and lion have a lot of marriages that happen. But you guys, I imagine, all eventually make your way towards the inner city, past the Enchanted Wall, and into an area that very few ever get to really visit. Into the inner city. Specifically into the Kanjo district is where you will enter. And as you enter, you will find Lord Otomo's estate, which is indeed very large and with a lot of guards. You are asked to wait for some time, and you will indeed see that you are not the only ones requested. Other people begin to show up. A monk, what looks like a phoenix and a dragon, a very dark and brooding looking samurai that may not be from a clan that you immediately recognize. And actually, this is a question, because you get the invite to the inner city, but do you try to bring Katie?
No, she's not invited. I wouldn't take her.
Okay. Does Shikachiyo bring her guard?
Not unless the invitation specifically calls them out.
It does not.
Because yeah, and she walks into this compound, and so she's decided that she was insulted.
Yeah, you were dishonored indeed.
Can't wait to tell all the Crane about this one. Which is bad for him, because I actually have connections to the Imperial family.
Yeah, I will.
Like, I'm related
I will
to
start
them.
ruining your life. He is the Imperial family, or one of them.
Well, he's not my cousin.
It's true. But as you are led into this compound all together now, and you kind of eyeing each other, it is again from inside, this time flanked by a couple guards, Sachiko, who greets you and just says, "I'm glad you all made it this way."
I kind of lean over to Morimoto, and I'm just like, she's so fast.
Can I try and get a read on her? Like, how is she doing this?
Yeah.
Maybe like a theology sense?
Sure, you
Avoid?
can try it. Yeah, you can try it.
Okay.
And you would get a whisper back saying, I still have not figured out how she's been able to do it.
So I'm going to take the success, the exploding with a strife, and the success with an opportunity, and I'm going to explode the dice. Okay, so 3 successes, 1 opportunity.
Mm-hmm. So I'll say that you get whatever Sachiko is, she's not human, you don't think.
She's
You
not
don't sense
here.
any malice. You're not human.
Oh, okay. She's not
You don't-
human.
You don't sense any malice or anything like that from her, but she's not human. Because I think, especially as you, like, if other people kind of mutter, like, how did she get here already? Like, stuff like that, it occurs to you that maybe she talked to everyone here. And she doesn't look like she's broken a sweat.
Yeah, Chio's head tilts just a bit as she watches this Sachiko walk away from her, and then she starts to follow. Kind of a thoughtful look on her face.
Wait, is this man out here in the middle of the room as we're all here?
I think we're being led
No.
to him.
Yeah, you're being led to him.
Okay.
And these guards all bear his crest, the Atomo crest. And you are led into a great central hall here. Where a table has been prepared with your exact amount of seats.
Well, it's a good thing
And-
we didn't bring extras.
Indeed.
What about the stand?
And you will see, sitting at the table, your host, the one who invited you all here. You will see Atomo Kento.
The man who insulted us.
Yeah. He's got one very, like, kind of darkish brown eye and one eye that looks kind of blind and glazed over as he stares at you all. Kind of a thoughtful, intense look on his face. My esteemed guests, I welcome you.
I bow.
Yeah, I think I do the same.
I do the same.
I am sorry for the delay in getting to you, but we will be operating on a rather short timetable. Please have a seat. We have a lot to discuss, and not a lot of time to do so.
So the wedding is today, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, Shiko will take a seat.
Yep, we take a seat.
Take a seat.
How big is this table?
His table, pretty freaking large. You guys have like a ton of room between each of you. And as he looks to you all, I think I'm going to call it here for now. And we will get into the why of you are here later.